An incredible show. The next day is the day that we fly from Buenos Aires down to Ushuaia. In the price that I've included here, I haven't included the price from Buenos Aires to Ushuaia, although we can arrange that for you. Glennis at South American Travel has been doing all my bookings for all of my guests for years, and you'll see on the website the link to contact Glennis at South American Travel Centre. You fly from Buenos Aires down to Ushuaia over the Andean mountain range, arriving in literally quite a steep drop as you land in there. It's a bit like landing in Hong Kong because you've got to get over the mountains, and before the airway, the runway ends going into the Beagle Channel. We arrive in Ushuaia, transfer with a taxi. It's only a cheap little ride, about 6-7 pesos, about $5, $4, and you're in Ushuaia. It's very well laid out, and you give it a map, and you can see everything's on a grid system. Ushuaia gym, the gym in Ushuaia, Benvenido, which means welcome, and there's some penguins doing some workouts, and a husky dog. Lovely, real ski frontier type town where it's as busy in the summer as it is in the winter. In the summer with Antarctic operators, and in the winter with ski operators. It used to be a penal colony traditionally, fin del mundo, the end of the world. Have a great get together. We have lots of get togethers, a lot of fun by now, because of course you've been you're seeing there Paul and Karen, for instance. I'm just putting my cursor where they are. They were the people who were in one of the early photos, probably 6 months earlier, when we went to Fortitude Valley indoor climbing. And so by now you've got a very strong friendship happening between all of us. Here we are in the Dublin. It's a famous Irish bar in Ushuaia. A lot of fun getting together. Next day, up bright and early, and we're heading off for a day of trekking on the Glacier Martial and Flying Fox. Lunch is included this day. With all the accommodation, your breakfast is included. No other meals are included nor quoted here, except for lunch this day and dinner at the end of the entire trip. Every other meal you are responsible for other than breakfast. So we meet down at a beautiful coffee shop called Remos Generales down on the front street. With the front street there's called Mapu, which is right in front of the port where we'll be leaving from. We're all gathering here when Bruno, my friend who I've been running trips with and running the buses with for probably 12 years, picks everybody up and takes us out up to Glacier Martial. Here we are doing a name exercise, going around the circle, making sure that everyone's got everyone's name absolutely perfect. Today everyone's wearing a name tag just to make sure that, but after today, trust me, you don't need your name tag. Everybody's remembered everybody's names, and everyone's on fantastic first name basis. Here we are going up there, trekking up towards Glacier Martial. Now we do it in two halves. Before lunch and after lunch. Before lunch, half the group go up, whilst the other half go up on the canopy, Flying Fox. The Flying Fox is a lot of fun. All your gear being put on there, go out there into the trees and being hooked on and flying through the air. It's quite an experience. And given that later on you'll be going ice climbing, it's good to build up your confidence. That night, a lovely restaurant I'd like to take you to is called Qua. It's right on the Beagle Channel with massive glass windows overlooking, and you can see the icebreakers heading down past Cape Horn. A lot of the presentation, a lot of the expedition is about education, and we use every single opportunity to educate. For instance, here we are having a dinner, and there's Mick getting up giving a speech using a format that I educate about how to give a succinct presentation in 4 minutes, and there's Mick putting this to practice. So everyone has to give a speech about what their expectations are for the expedition and what they're most looking forward to experiencing. The next day, the 22nd of February, this is 2011, this is on your trip that you're coming with me on. We will be going to Fin del Mundo Convict Museum in the morning of the 22nd, and then we have a break for lunchtime. Then in the afternoon at 4 o'clock we embark our vessel Plancius. So in the morning we go through the Fin del Mundo Museum. Here's the guys from our last trip going through the Convict Museum. So we have an English-speaking guide takes us around through here. Here we are going into the Ushuaia lighthouse, the original lighthouse for the area. And then after you go back to your hotel, gather your bags which you put in storage that morning because you checked out that morning as well. Grab your bags and we head down to the port and we head off for Antarctica.